All right, guys, now that we have all of our contacts uploaded, we have our database uploaded. Now, mind you, you might have to do this 5 or 6 different times. I would not advise trying to get all of these CSV files into the same format before uploading them. And it is way easier to do separate CSV files. So take it from me, that will simplify your process a lot. We only did one, right, for the sake of demonstration. And now what I want to do is I want to show you what you can do with all that data, right? You worked hard. You worked hard to normalize your database so that you could have data that you can actually use. So what does that look like? Okay, well, let's see, okay? This over here on the right-hand side of your screen is your more filters, okay? When we click on this, this is going to allow us to create filters that then can be saved as a means of saving a list, what we call a smart list, okay? So if you'll notice, we have this first one called initial database upload. Why? Because when I uploaded this database, I told HighLevel I want to save a list related to based on this upload called initial database upload. I also can go over here to go back to all, right? Which in this case is pretty much going to be this whole upload, but I just want to show you that functionality for a minute. Now, I blurred my screen again because when I toggled over here, it undid my column adjustments. Now I have these columns over here. When you're over here in all, you can't change these. Okay, so the best that you can do is save a smart list that has your columns, the columns that you want saved, so that you don't have to go back and set these every single time, right? So I'm going to go here and I'm going to take off email and phone right away so that I can unblur this, make things a little bit easier. Okay. So what columns do I want to add in here? Well, let's see. I want to add down payment amount. Let's add down payment source. Look, we have nothing in our down payment amount. I have a feeling I know what's going on. And I thought that this might be the case, but I wanted to ride the wave, right? So that this is a lesson learned for all of us. Okay. So if I come in here and I go to columns, I'm going to pull up every dollar amount field that I have. All right. I didn't format my field correctly. HighLevel doesn't want to see the dollar sign in your field, even when you're uploading a dollar amount. So now what I need to do, this is good. Now what I need to do is I need to go over to my spreadsheet over here, and I just need to remove all of my dollar signs and probably my commas as well, which might be a problem, but oh, you know what? I can do that in the form of formatting. So if I go format and I go number, I'm just going to go number, boom, that immediately removed the dollar signs, right? Hopefully these commas are okay. We're going to find out because I don't want to figure out how to change that. Okay, so we're going to go here, format, number. Okay. All right. Format, number. Okay. Okay. So we should be good there. So now I'll export this again. Now you guys get to see, download CSV. Now you guys get to see uploading upload and import as a means of updating existing contacts. So we're going to add this. I confirm that all contacts that right. Check that box. Next. All right. And all I care about updating, honestly, you know what? It doesn't matter because I know that these are the same, right? So I'm just going to redo the mapping. So we're going to go type, or this is lead type, right? Yep, lead type. We're going to go credit score, self-estimated FICO, first time buyer. We know we don't have one for that. Save. Down payment amount. Oh, that's monthly income. My bad. All right. Now we have our numbers. This is what we're looking for. Okay, so now we can see what this looks like. Okay, so now we are in filters. Okay, so smart list. What are we going to do? We're going to do, let's see, everybody that has a household income, monthly household income is greater than, and let's put, in this market, let's go 9,000, right? We want people making 100 grand a year or more. Boom. So now I have 22 records, right? I just filtered that list down to 22 records because I only wanted to see those records with a household income of greater than 9,000. So now what can I do? I can say this is a smart list, and I could say high income. Boom. All right. What about, let's see, what else can we do? Let's go back to, let's go back to high income here. And let's add some filters to this. Let's go and self-estimated FICO is greater than 700. 14 of the 22. So what should we do? Let's save this as a new smart list. Let's call this A paper. Okay, and that's both of those combined. Okay, so now I'm going to delete my filters and I'm going to start over. I'm going to say, you know what? Oh, I didn't create all the columns I wanted, right? So let's go back into here. Let's see what else we got. First time buyers, that's a good one. Let's try that. Let's go first time home buyer is no, apply. And we're going to say save as new, and we're going to call this move up buyers. Okay, so you see how this works. Now, when you get into adding users and managing like multiple people in here, then we'll talk more about sharing smart lists and managing those smart lists. For now, just know coming over here, you can actually sort your lists so that you can move your favorite ones to the front. Okay. Again, later on, we'll talk more about users and managing your team and users and whatnot. When we do that, know that you have the ability, when you create these, that by default, they're only going to belong to you. And so only admins will be able to see them. And so, or if you're an admin, nobody's going to be able to see them. Okay. And so basically what you need to do is when you have one that you create that you want everybody to have access to, then you're going to go share with all users. Save, boom, right? So I can do that with all of these to create a global list. And then I can move these up and down as a means of organizing them. So one thing I didn't do in here when I did this, oops, sorry, I keep doing that. One thing I didn't do when I came in here is I didn't upload an interest rate. Why? Because the database that I uploaded, the Excel spreadsheet that I uploaded was from leads, essentially from like a list of leads, just to use as an example. So if you're using a past database upload, you're likely going to have other fields in here that are going to be even more valuable to make sure that you have formatted correctly, like interest rate, right? If you format interest rate correctly going into here, then you will always be able to have a dynamic list. Dynamic means it changes. You don't have to add people to lists and remove them. As soon as you add them in here, with the interest rate, they will get added to the appropriate smart list, assuming you've created a smart list for that, right? So if you came in here and you had a field called interest rate, you said, show me everybody with an interest rate greater than 7%, right? And let's say you called that high rate, but then interest rates move up. And so high rate actually moves up as well, right? The definition of a high rate actually moves up as well. And so or maybe it moves down because interest rates have gotten better. And so at that point, you can come in here and you can actually change your filter and have a instant list of all the people in your database that have an interest rate over this amount or less than this amount, or whatever it is that you're looking for, a loan amount greater than this, whatever it is. It's possible in here. If you're doing that in opportunities, you can do essentially the same thing. It's not going to be quite as clean. Like you don't have the ability to do, I don't believe that you have the ability to do like save as smart lists. I think this will probably come. But you could in here do the same thing if you had a custom field, right? And you can say FICO score is less than this, see all the opportunities. So if you use opportunities to track your loans and not your contacts, you also have the ability to do that there. All right, so this is Smart Lists, you guys. Smart Lists are your friends. You're going to use Smart Lists later on to send out marketing. Please, please, please heed this advice. Take some time, look, set up your columns so that you see all of the data that you added and put some thought into how you want to organize that, because what you're doing is you're segmenting lists, and that means that you can market to these people differently. That is the definition of high quality marketing right there, right? Is being able to speak to people individually based on their situation. If you do this correctly, you have that ability in here in HighLevel. So stay tuned for the next section. In the next section, we're going to talk a little bit about these bulk actions up here. And you definitely aren't going to want to miss this. So stay tuned.